happening, everybody? It's your girl, Diamond ATL, kicking it with the homie, Aaron Wiles Out TV.
Yes. What's up, y'all? Surprise! It's Ondario from Chasing Reality, and you're watching Aaron Wiles Out TV.
Period. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Rico with a K. Go ahead and pay attention to Aaron Wiles Out TV.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, period.
That's what a bad
TV. Subscribe, like, follow in this bitch, Boss Baby Woods.
Period. Over and out, motherfuckers.
Hey everybody, it's Milan from the Come Up Atlanta. Tune in to Aaron Wiles Out TV on YouTube and subscribe right now.
Period.
And listen, we only rock with Aaron Wiles Out TV.
Period.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Mulatto Chabelle, and we are here at the Boss Babe Awards. And we're on Aaron Wiles Out TV. Make sure you guys stay tuned.
And subscribe.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what you about to say? Subscribe. Push
Like,
that
comment.
like button. I was about to push that like button. Go ahead and drop that comment and subscribe to this channel. You know what I'm
Period.
saying? Because this is where you're going to catch all this shit.
Period.
I thought something happened over there. Bye, guys.
I want you to put it out. Put some respect on it.
I want my mama side.
When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it, but that ain't it.
Out of the sea, wish I could be part of your world. Hey everybody, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How are you? Good evening, good evening. I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope y'all got to the money. I hope y'all are making y'all way to become a more successful individual. I hope y'all are not doubting yourselves or let any haters come in your inner circle, in your inner sanctum, and trying to do foul stuff to you. Okay, I just want to put that out there. Hope everybody is having a great, great day. So, y'all already know what it is. We here for celebrity hot topics. We have I have some great topics to talk about. We're definitely going to talk about the Brian McKnight situation regarding his dislike and his disengagement with his black children. We got that on the docket today. We have Woody McClain, the Power Book star. He was also on Bobby Brown. He did a Bobby Brown movie. Woody McClain. He is being accused of there's some screenshots, proof that he is a self-hating black man. He does not like black women. He prefers white women. He puts white women on pedestals. So we're gonna get into that tea. We also have this back and forth between Carlos King and Kandi. We're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna give my opinions on the Bad Boys Texas show. I did watch 1 and 2, and I told y'all on my community tabs. I can't wait for y'all to hear my opinion on that show. Ciao. All right. Also, let me get to the comments. Hey, Low-Key. What's up, Kwana? Hey, boo. So, what else? Oh, before I get into the celebrity hot topics, I want to give a shout out to Scotty by Nature. Scotty by Nature and Jamar and all of the people that won, but specifically to Scotty by Nature. Y'all already know how I feel about Scotty. I've told Scotty even knows this. We have definitely grown closer into a real friendship. So I'm so happy that he swept his awards. He walked away winning his categories. Shout out to you, Scotty. It couldn't happen to a better genuine, a generous person. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait for more accolades, more accomplishments, and more success is coming your way, baby. Keep being the person that you are. Keep being above the fray. Keep your motherfucking keep your foot on these hoes' necks and don't stop. Okay, love you, Scotty. And also shout out to everybody who won. Shout out to Dominique. Shout out to Troy. Shout out to Tremel. Shout out to Sherrod. Shout out to all the girls that walked away with the Boss Babe Awards. And when I looked at the Boss Babe Awards, they did step their pussies up. Shout out to the Boss Babe Awards. Y'all did step y'all pussies up. Y'all really did. Y'all had Juice Adora in the building. Y'all had Black China in the building. Y'all had Gary with the T in the building. Y'all had a lot of girls in the building. Shout out to the Boss Babe Awards. And you already know that the haters are going to hate. So it's just going to come with it. People have opinions. You just got to like deal with it. But it is what it is. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Y'all did step it up tremendously from last year's event. So keep it going. All right. So what topic do I want to well, before I do that, I want to give my condolences to the Springer family. You know, we all lost Jerry Springer. He was a part of all of our childhood. I used to watch Jerry Springer a lot in the household. Jerry was part of my childhood. You know, all the crazies was on the show. You know, we had a good time laughing at them. You know, they used to fight about the dumbest shit. Oh, you fuck my man, you fuck this, girl. It was a whole melee. It was pop culture. Like, who didn't love the Jerry Springer show? So, rest in peace to Jerry Springer. Condolences to him and his family. He definitely, you know, left the legacy in a huge presence in the Black community, in all types of community. Rather, hey Lemon Kush, hey Miss Purr, what's up, boo? Okay. Let's get into this video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start with Bad Boys first, since I just watched it before I went live, and I watched episode 1 and 2, and I'm gonna give y'all I'm not gonna go play by play. I'm not gonna do that because it's gonna take so much time. So because I am probably gonna recap both episodes, and I'm gonna just put it all into one, and simplify it. Let me just tell y'all this. I watched the Bad Boys Texas, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. It's not given to me. It's already not given to me. I'm gonna be really, really honest. The Bad Boys Texas is not giving. It's a bunch of pump fakers. In the words of Sean from Chasing Dallas, these girls want to be hard so bad. Yes, matter of fact, I'm sorry, y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all click the notification bell to be notified whenever I go live or have another video coming out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all share this video. And yes, if y'all want to support my channel, y'all can definitely support my channel by hitting my Cash App. Most definitely, that's apparent. Y'all already know. Y'all can definitely support my Cash App. And if y'all want it, y'all can also support the channel by sending super chats, super stickers, super thanks. It all is appreciated, and thank you if y'all want to support. All right. Let me get back to the Bad Boys Texas. The Bad Boys Texas is not giving. I watched both episodes. It's a lot of pump fakers. It's a lot of clout chasers. It's a lot of people on this show that is really trying so hard. It's their first time on TV, and these girls don't know how to act. Like I said, it's giving a pump faker, like my girl Sean from Chasing Dallas said on that episode. They are pump fakers. They are not fighters like that. I can just, because they doing so much talking and not enough. They know they're going to get beat up in real life. And I feel like the people are just showing out for camera time. They're trying to do their big one while they got this camera time, because I feel like they're not going to be in the, they're not even going to be filming for that long. I feel like Zeus only films these shows like in a month or something. They literally got about like 2-3 weeks or something. Because I remember somebody said that they only film for 2 weeks. They only film for 2 weeks. So it's like, how can you really know a person in 2 weeks? And that's what Rolly said. That we was filming for 2 weeks. How can we know a person, and how can you really show yourself in 2 weeks? And already on the first episode, guys, they was fighting. And I'm gonna be honest, the shit that they was fighting about was stupid, dumb, and retarded. They was fighting. I believe Jonathan snuck Anthony while they was doing a promo shoot. Snuck Anthony, beat him all upside of his head, and beat his head through the motherfucking windshield of the van. And then next thing you know, here come this big blonde bitch named Chef D trying to get his motherfucking his ones and twos in on Anthony. And I felt like that was very loser. I felt like I just right then and there, Chef D is not like, he's on my shit list. If I choose to review this show, y'all, like, I swear to God, I am going in on Chef D anytime I can, because I just don't like him, all for the fact that you didn't need to jump on Anthony after you see Jonathan jumped on him. And I feel like he was low-key lying at the fact that he didn't see Jonathan take off on Anthony. But I feel like, okay, if you didn't see him, why should you feel the need to jump on Anthony while you already seeing Jonathan jump on him? You should have just played it back. You should have been like, oh, I'm going to get my ones with him. I didn't like that. Another thing I didn't like, this motherfucker named Lou. This is a 305. My bad. This is a 305 freaky geeky trash bag from the gutter. I don't even like Lou. So Lou is from 305. He every time he says a sentence, he always got to end his sentences with Wagwan. And I feel like he's really playing the character right now. He's playing the character. He was hooping and hollering through this whole episode. I don't like him either. I don't like Chef D, and I don't like Lou. Those are two right now that I do not like. Okay? And then he got his ass whooped by Dorelli, and I live for it. Dorelli uppercut him twice and sent him on his merry way. Live for it. Another thing I really, really like about this episode is that Orlando Brown, even though I feel like they are using Orlando Brown they are disgustingly using Orlando Brown's mental health and what he's gone through in the industry for their own viewership, for their own pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like they really fuck with Orlando Brown. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're really, really using Orlando Brown. And I'm going to say this. I feel like Orlando Brown is going to be the comedic relief of this season, which in my opinion, I'm loving. I'm loving. Also, who I'm loving is Raz B, because both of these episodes, Raz B Raz B, Orlando Brown, Prince, and the dude named Mo. The dude named Mo, the light-skinned one with the beard, he's cute, got the tattoos all over. They've been on a chill shit. Everybody else been hooping and hollering, doing the most, saying that they're gonna fight this. I got the hands, I got this, I got that. Just pump faking for the cameras. Like, y'all ain't really need to do all that. I feel, and this is what I feel like. I feel like the Bad Boys is making it so hard to watch because they doing the most. They doing the absolute most for the cameras. When I see the baddies, they not doing that much. They not doing the most. Because some of those girls already been on TV. And if you haven't been on TV, they still not doing the most. Like, y'all guys out here is really showing y'all ass and showing y'all skirts for some cameras and doing the most where y'all don't even have to. Just be yourself. Some of these dudes are not themselves, and I feel like because they got a camera on them, they're going to pump it up to level 10 or level 20 or level 100 and just keep doing the most and say, you got this, you got that, you got the hands. Like, if it's my city, yada, yada. Like, girl, shut up. We all know you fake. Get out of here. That's how I feel, y'all. And I feel like I just, season 1 and episode 1 and episode 2 just really like, do I really want to review it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't live. Hey, BK. I just don't live. Like, I'm just not living for certain shit that these girls are doing on the show, but I'm gonna pay it. But you already know. I'm not gonna get into much, but I already have my preseason faves. Like, I feel like I'm gonna like Raz B because he's sane. Orlando Brown is gonna be the comic relief. I feel like the only new person that I feel like I'm gonna like is Benga, which, in my opinion, just his overall personality and what he does, I feel like it's very like, I feel like he does a lot of like narcotics, very hard, heavy drugs, and I feel like he's just so amped. But sometimes he's not even on that level, and he can like really talk with some sense. So I feel like all that, like that hype shit, all that twitchy shit, and just active on 100, it's just all an act. It's literally all an act and that hyper shit. So I just like, but I feel like I'm gonna like him because at least he has some type of level head and know that like he's playing the character. We all know that he's playing the character. So yeah. But that's my feelings on the BadBoysTx. So far, I don't like the fact that they're trying to push Anthony out the house. I don't live for that. But at the end of the day, I don't really like Anthony anyway, but I do feel bad that he's getting ganged up on. And let me just also put it like this. Chef D, you really can't fight. To be as big as you are, you really can't fight. Chef D is big for nothing. He's fat, funky, and that motherfucker cannot fight. How you swung first and get your ass beat by a person that has an injured hand? I didn't understand that, but that's a gag for me. But that's just my opinion. But I'm gonna pay it for right now. It is what it is. But let's move along, y'all, because I just want to give y'all like, my little synopsis of the show. So let me get into these celebrity topics. Let's get into the celebrity topics, y'all. I had to do that first and get that out the way. So before I get into these celebrity hot topics, what I want to do is put out a disclaimer. Disclaimer, this video is just for entertainment purposes. Everything said in this video does not mean to hurt anyone. Enjoy. Also, copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair. All right, you guys. So the first topic that I want to get into is what we all. Matter of fact, should I switch it? I feel like I should switch it a little bit. You know what? I'm going to save the Brian McKnight story for the last. I'm going to save that for last. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I could definitely do that. I'm gonna save that for last. So, give me 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second. What I'm gonna go into is Carlos King versus Kandi Burruss. Now, y'all all remember Kandi did an interview on, and shout out to House of Aaron. Kandi Burruss did a press run through the YouTube sphere. Through the YouTube sphere. Is it sphere? Bitch, through the YouTube streets. Let me just keep it funky. Kandi did a press promo around the YouTube streets, did some interviews from your favorite YouTubers that constantly review her stuff and talk about her, negative, good, or indifferent. Kandi was asked a question about Carlos King and what was the problem. There was like this little bit of little whispers in the blog saying that Carlos King and Kandi got issues. So House of Aaron brought it up to Kandi Burruss, and Kandi Burruss definitely answered without hesitation. And we're going to get into that right now. So what I'm going to do is give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen right now. Child, what is going on? What is going on, y'all? Give me 1 second. Because I feel like it's stuck for some reason. Ugh. I hate when stuff gets stuck, y'all. It got to load. Ugh. It's crazy. But while we wait for this whole back and forth of Kandi, I'm not liking, because I feel like the only person that has been out in the public saying a lot of negative stuff about Carlos is definitely Kandi. And I think a lot of people are literally taking Kandi's side because a lot of people like Kandi. But I find it to be very weird a little bit. I find it to be very weird that people are automatically just taking the side of Kandi and not hearing the other side, all because they have this perception of Carlos to be a very messy gay. And I don't live for that. I don't really live. Why is it this not loading? I don't like that. What the? I don't like the fact that this is not loading. Ugh, my God. Yeah, I'm not living for the fact that everybody's constantly give me 1 second, y'all.
Carlos King, essentially taking your life story, trying to sell it and make a movie out of it. What is like the update on that now? Where do you guys stand? Are you Have you had a conversation?
There is no update. He and I haven't talked about it at all. And it's not like I'm reaching out to him trying to talk about it. That happened some years ago.
What the hell?
Yeah, because it was when our group first got back together. Remember when we were when we first came back together? What was it, 6 years ago now? Now it's been like 6 years ago. When that was part of the reason that we ended up coming together. We found somebody doing our life story at some network, and then we were calling each other like, "Yo, did you do this? Did you this?" And then when I found out,
how did you find out?
It was
random. You guys were friends, right? You and Carlos, or
I thought
we kind of touched on this a little bit. Carlos King, essentially taking your life story, trying to sell it and make a movie out of it. What is like the update on that now? Where do you guys stand? Or have you had a conversation?
There is no update. He and I haven't.
So as y'all saw, Kandi did an interview on the Shade Room, which prompted Carlos King. I think he was promoting for Love in Marriage Huntsville. He was on Big Tigger show. I think is Atlanta something. It's one of them radio stations in Atlanta. It's very big. Got Big Tigger on there, and Carlos had this to say as a response to Kandi.
Somebody who you might not be having the greatest relationship with right now. Who is that? Somebody who might have asserted that this. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, there's a story out there. I do get along with her. Okay. Listen, I think at the end of the day, I will say this.
Thank you, Lala, for the cash app, boo. Thank you. Shout out to Lala. Give me 1 second, you guys.
She's somebody who I have always been a fan of, and I will continue to be a fan of, personally and professionally, right? And at the end of the day, when you have someone's phone number and there's a miscommunication or misinformation that's out there, instead of continuing to discuss misinformation, I would prefer to speak to that person directly. And at the end of the day, I haven't spoken about it because it's not for public fodder. That's how I'm operating and my integrity. So I believe that at one point in time, we will have a conversation. And once we have the conversation one-on-one, I would be more than happy to come on Big Tigger show. But you left off on somebody who you might not be having the greatest relationship with right now. Who is that? Somebody who might have asserted that their story was taken by you. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, there's a story out there, but you and Kandi don't get along because... I do get along with her. Okay. Listen, I think at the end of the day, I will say this. She's somebody who I have always been a fan of, and I will continue to be a fan of, personally and professionally, right? And at the end of the day, when you have someone's phone number and there's a miscommunication or misinformation that's out there, instead of continuing to discuss misinformation, I would prefer to speak to that person directly. And at the end of the day, I haven't spoken about it because it's not for public fodder. That's how I'm operating and my integrity. So I believe that at one point in time, we will have a conversation. And once we have the conversation one-on-one, then I would be more than happy to come up and take a show. But you left off on
So there you have it, you guys. I have my opinions. What are y'all opinions about it? I want to get y'all opinions. Do y'all believe Carlos? Do y'all feel like Kandi is wrong for continuing to put it out there that this man is stealing your life story without any concrete proof? All Kandi has to go off of is somebody randomly brought it to her. So do y'all feel like Kandi is wrong for bringing it to the public and not hearing or not even calling Carlos King? I don't know if she did or not, but if she did, maybe he didn't answer, maybe he was busy, and she probably felt angry. I don't know what the situation is, but for Kandi continuously to talk about it in public, and Carlos King has still yet to actually give details on what transpired between the beef between him and Kandi. So I really don't know. And the fact is, he still thinks of them as friends or still loves her, still respects her as a legend in the game. But what are y'all opinions about it? What are y'all opinions? I really want to know y'all opinion about it. I feel this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I feel like it's very horrible, and it speaks to Kandi's character. Like, I understand everybody respects Kandi's business mind and which have you, but for you to take something from somebody who randomly came to you about something, or you stumble upon it randomly and just believed it without hearing the other person's side, I felt like it was very irresponsible on Kandi's part to just take that side and just run with it and not getting the other person's Carlos side and have a conversation of what is true, what is a lie, and or in between. I feel like it was very immature of Kandi to just start spewing and spewing these venoms towards Carlos King, and that's my opinion. But this is nothing new for Kandi. She has done this plenty of times, even on the Housewives. She has taken what somebody said to her and took it for a fact without getting a concrete fact or getting that other person's side or just hearing what this person has to say. I felt like that's very immature of Kandi to do that. And the fact that she's constantly doing interviews and people, even though people are bringing it up to her, the fact that you keep answering and you keep saying the same thing, I feel like girl, just say no comment, because at the end of the day, you still have yet to have a conversation with this man. You still have yet to call this man up, and you also said in the interview that you're not going to call him. You don't want to have a conversation. I feel like that's immature. That's very immature of you. But that's just my opinion. What do y'all think about it? Hey, let's talk Wild. Hey, Wilds. That's how I feel, y'all. That's how I feel about the whole Kandi versus Carlos thing. I feel like Kandi is very immature and should stop speaking on the situation without having a conversation with Carlos first. That's just plain and simple. Have the conversation with this person that you so respect, and y'all both respect each other's talent, to have a conversation and sit down to see what the situation, or see what's going on. Why did you do this? Did you do this? The question needs to be flowing to get to the bottom of the situation, instead of just keep going on interviews and talking about this person who is not responding to you. Even though, I'm gonna just say this, Carlos King, even though you haven't spoke on it publicly, you have thrown your shots. You have thrown your shots at Kandi. Let's not do that, mamas. You know you are a gay black male who is very, very, very catty. You throw your shade, you throw your shade, you throw your daggers. You haven't thrown daggers, but you have thrown some shade, okay? Even though you haven't spoken on it publicly or responded to her, you still have thrown your shade at Kandi. And you have laughed it off. And I understand. But as a grown-ass man, I feel like you should do your due diligence in reaching out to Kandi and try to squash or try to have a conversation with this woman who has, that you say has some misinformation. So if this woman has some misinformation, won't you reach out to this woman who you respect and love and get to the bottom of the situation. Y'all are both black talented individuals. Y'all are powerful. Y'all are powerful together than apart. Y'all can make magic. You being a powerful reality TV guru and this titan who knows reality TV, and you have this other woman who is business savvy, who will turn any negative situation into a multi-million-dollar business. Y'all need to come together instead of like doing this bickering shit, which is not helping any of y'all cases. At the end of the day, stop speaking on it and go y'all separate ways, or just leave it alone. That's my opinion. But I'm gonna move on. I'm definitely gonna move on. Hey Jose, what's going on? That's just me. So we're gonna move along. We're gonna move along. And we're gonna get to Woody McClain's from Power Book 2. We're gonna get to her in a minute. Let me see if I got the screenshots because I want to put it up there. I didn't put it up there. Give me 1 second, you guys. I gotta put the stuff up there. Okay. 1 second. Here we go. Forwarding into my computer right now. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. All right, let me move this over here. I gotta put this. So I want y'all to definitely understand what I am talking about. Okay, give me 1 second. Is this? Matter of fact, give me 1 second, y'all, because I could take this from this so I could like let y'all see what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I feel like it's not going to show up clear as I want it to be. That's my opinion. Give me 1 second. I love that the niggas is calling my phone and just texting me and just checking up on me. I love that. I love to feel love. Like, if you're a nigga that I'm talking to, I want y'all to hit me up and see how I'm doing. Like, I feel like that's like love. Because I'm really that bitch and y'all really fuck with me low key. Shout out to y'all. Anyway. Oh my God, I'm such a stinker. Who gave me that tea? I feel like somebody gave me that tea. Who gave me that tea? Ah. Who gave me that tea? I'm so mad. Somebody gave me that tea. I'ma just keep it funky with y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me just put it up. Because I can't do what I want on there. So, as y'all can see, Woody McClain, who is best known for acting in the Bobby Brown Story on BET and acting on the now premiering Power Book 2. He plays Kane. He plays Kane on Power Book 2 on Stars. So Woody McClain, somebody went back in the day at his old tweets. And something about these tweets that I've read was very, very problematic. Now, these screenshots are dated back to 2011 and 2012, right? So this is from his Instagram. It goes, if it ain't white, it ain't right. # daily tweet. It was tweeted in May of 2012. Okay. The next tweet, it reads, "When I'm famous, I'm dating white women only." Wow. Also, another tweet goes on to read, "Really thinking about finding a white girl. Black girls are so overrated these days. Wish men once said, if it ain't white, it ain't right." I think he meant white men once said, if it ain't right, it ain't right. I feel like that's what he meant to say. A next tweet, he added some Twitter user, and they said he responded to them and said, you sleep white chocolate tastes way better. Wiz laugh. I mean, that's Wiz Khalifa. I love Wiz Khalifa laugh. So these tweets are very problematic. And I was kind of gagging because I'm like, here's another whitewashed black man who thinks because... Let me back up a little bit. And really tell y'all what I really feel about this person. I feel like anybody who talks down on black women and thinks that black women are overrated is highly overrated themselves. I'm sorry that black women won't let you get away with some of the fuck shit that you black men be doing to them. I'm sorry that they won't just be your whoopee cushion or your doormat, because for what? Because white women will cook your food, or you believe that white women will serve you because you're a king and treat you like the king you are, and will not put any input and will let you lead and do whatever you want to them. And I'm gonna tell it like this. To every black man that thinks like that white is right, let me tell you something. You dating a white woman will not keep your ass out of jail. Okay? For any second you put your hands on this white woman, you are going into jail for life. Okay? A white woman would have you in jail in seconds. Okay? And furthermore, will have you in jail for even longer. Will have you doing life for them. The white woman will not come to see you in jail, will not pay your will not put money on your commissary, will not do half of the shit that you accuse black women of not doing or not attempting to do, or whatever the case that is. I feel like it's really sad that black men today think that black women are like the lowest or the lower on the totem pole. Like they're just there for whatever we need them. They're not good to be white. They're not good to be mothers. Like what? Black woman is overrated. Is your mother overrated? Is your grandmother overrated? Is your sisters overrated? Is your great grandmammy who is in the grave turning at that nasty ass comment and that ridiculous ass comment that you tweeted years ago? That lady must be turning at her motherfucking grave by the sheer ignorance of those tweets. That sheer ideology that you spewing out to the public. This is like, honestly, this is something that you would say in a group text, that you would text your homeboys. You wouldn't put that on a public forum, not knowing that it's going to actually come up in later years. Now, Woody McClain, hoping that this thing do not go viral or do not pick up traction, because if this picks up traction, you are on a platform, you are on a show who the creator, the producer is a black woman. One of the writers is a black woman. You saying black women are overrated, but you work for a black woman. Courtney Kemp is the producer and one of the writers for the show Power Book 2. How fucking dare you? You better hope this story don't pick up traction, my guy. You better hope this story don't pick up traction, because listen, you would get canceled just like motherfucking thing ass. You would get canceled. You see how fast they got rid of freaking ASAP Rocky when he said that black women should look horrible in yellow lipstick. That black women shouldn't wear red lipstick. That black women look unattractive or ugly in red lipstick. I felt like that was horrible. I felt like that was horrible. And the only reason why ASAP Rocky is somewhat relevant is because he's the baby daddy of Rihanna. He is Rihanna's baby daddy. That is the only reason why ASAP Rocky is even relevant, somewhat relevant. So for you, my dear, to have this ideology about black women being overrated is very ironic to me, when you are literally procreating and doing coitus and making babies with a black woman. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Hey, Kiera. Hey, LaShawn. Hey, Nicole. What's up, boo? Hey, Spicy. Hey, Shit Spot. But anyway, you guys, that's how I feel about the ordeal. What are y'all opinions about it? What are y'all's opinions about it? What are y'all opinions about the matter? I want to hear from y'all before we go on to the next topic. White women can have him. All right, Nicole, you better say that shit. In my opinion, let me let y'all know this. Black women deal with half of the shit y'all get away with. Okay? And you think a white woman is gonna put up with that shit? Shabba. A white woman is gonna hit the deuces on y'all asses. Y'all keep thinking that these white women are just gonna get along to be along, to come along to get along, or something like that of analogy, but they're not. They're not gonna hold you down. Once you get locked up, they're gonna go on to the next black man. They're gonna hop on to the next BBC, because you're just trash. You're another black man in the system that once they get out, you have to rehabilitate in the normal world. because you spend all your years in prison and jail or whatever, and now you got to come home and you're not the same person. You probably fucked your homeboy or your cellmate in the jail cell, and now you bisexual, and now you're trying to tell the white girl, oh, we need to have a man and a woman in the bedroom, and she like, I ain't signing up for that shit. Let me go to the next Negro. Let me take my ass to the next Negro. Let me pick my shit right now and go on to the next Negro. Girl, bye. I don't give these types of guys energy. I don't care. I can have them and take your money, please. Yeah. He looked like if Kel was a crack baby, so that's fine. Got you. But yeah, y'all. But if y'all on replay game, tell me what y'all think about this. Put it in the comments below so we can have that discussion. But yeah, on to the next topic. Fuck you, Woody McClain. I liked you, but you are doing your thing on Power. First of all, is anybody watching Power? Before I go into the next topic, is anybody watching Power? I have been watching this new season. It's been good. It really has been good. I think the cast is amazing. I do think Mary J. Blige needs to work on her acting. I do think that, because some of the time she's just so stone faced, and she don't. What can I say? She don't give me range in her acting. I don't see no range. Like, I need her to give me range. But I understand the person that she's playing is really cutthroat, is really like stone faced. She's in a male dominated field. She's a drug. There's not too many women kingpins, but it is what it is. Shout out to Mary J. Blige and shout out to the whole cast, because I'm loving this season. It's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of like, they have their predictable moments, but they also have some surprise moments. I'll be like, damn, I'm gagging at that. Like, why did it have to happen like that? Like, I'll be gagging. But shout out to the people at Stars and Power Book 2. Y'all really doing y'all big one. No shade to the crack babies. I love everybody. Yes, Spicy, we love everybody. All right. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this live. So, y'all, let's get into Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight made his way onto the Shade Room once again. Before this particular story, he has been in the news on the same occasion, getting into it with his children for whatever reason, and we still don't know what the reason is why he don't mess with his children that he had in his first marriage and from previous marriages. We still are left in the dark of why Brian McKnight, let me get this off the screen, y'all. Give me 1 second. Why Brian McKnight do not mess with his kids from the very first couple of marriages, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me put this up there. So it definitely came out, Brian McKnight is having a baby with his current wife. Okay. And social media does not like the fact that he is not acknowledging his previous kids from his previous marriages and relationships. He's only worrying about the kids that he has now and the kids he currently has with his new wife and kids that are not even biologically his. So a lot of people on social media has been dragging Brian McKnight for not acknowledging his black children. And it poses the question, does Brian McKnight hate his black children? All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this bop, y'all. Let's get into this bop. Okay, let me put it up there so y'all can see in its entirety. So it goes on to say, social media got Brian McKnight trending after some controversial captions he made not acknowledging the children he had before his current marriage. Users also point out his IG bio that includes the names of his stepchildren, but not the biological ones he had before his current wife. So right then and there, this is Instagram, and he writes, "Today we celebrate you, Jules, on your birthday. Your mom and I couldn't be prouder of you, and I couldn't ask for a better daughter than you." That's what he says, y'all. Happy birthday to the best daughter ever. Love you. So it's already playing favoritism through this daughter that is yours or not yours. I don't know. So, it also goes on. This is his Twitter bio. It's the husband of his current wife, who Twitter handle is Leilani _211. Father of Julia Jack Kikio. I don't know that name, child. And Brian Canio. Yeah, like, first of all, got 4 other children with his current wife right now. Some of the ones are his stepchildren that's not biologically his, but then they make it known that he still have his kids from previous relationships, which we're gonna read off right now. His children are named. The oldest is Brian McKnight Jr., Brianna McKnight, Nico McKnight, and Clyde McKnight, who are all black, by the way. Okay. Now we go swipe right now. And here you are. He's bigging up his daughter Jules, who is very light, don't have a pinch of black in her. Goes on to say, Jules, I became a girl dad. Because of you. And I couldn't have asked for a better daughter. Here's to you, Jules, the perfect daughter I've always wanted. I always wanted. A person on Twitter or Instagram for one of those social medias definitely commented, he's twisted, talking about she made him a girl dad and he had an adult daughter. He already has an adult daughter named Brianna. He was already a girl dad. How can you say that this girl named Jules made you a girl dad when you had a daughter? I mean, you still have a daughter, which is Brianna. You still have her. She is still alive and kicking. That was weird. And then it goes on from there. And then Twitter people just kept dragging him. We're going to look at a couple of tweets. Brian McKnight is a nasty soul. How awful is this caption? You literally already have a daughter, a black one. Brian McKnight said he's gonna start back at 1, and y'all thought his family was exempt from them cuts too? At 1, you're like a dream come true. 2, just want to be with you. Of course you don't want to be with your black children. That's a lie. That girl. Brian McKnight is a fool, child. He said he gonna start back at 1 because he don't like them black children. And I really want to get to the bottom of why he don't fuck with them. What made you not want to even acknowledge your other 4 kids? What did they do? What did you do? What did the mother, like, I want to get to the bottom of this because it's weird. Brian McKnight, when someone asks him about his black kids, no colors. That's sad. Even if Brian McKnight is estranged with his bio kids, this shit is sick. It screams emotional abuse. It shows his true heart towards his babies that came from him. Sick, sick, sick. It really shows you what a kind of father he is. That you're not even, you don't even acknowledge the kids that actually look like you. These are the kids that got your name. Your firstborn has your whole name, and he's a junior, a spitting image of you. And the fact that you're not acknowledging none of them, it is very weird. And it does something to my spirit that you're not acknowledging. Why are you not acknowledging them? It's because you hate the fact that they have the same type of color as you? You don't like the fact that they are just pure black kids, and you want some type of, you don't want them to struggle in life? So you want to procreate with a mixed girl, a Puerto Rican or a Filipino chick, and have mixed kids because you think if you have mixed kids, they will level up faster in life. They will have more opportunity that's coming to them because they're mixed. And that's the sick ideology of some black people in America. They feel like white is right. They feel like mix. Once you're mixed, you're in the mix. Once you're mixed, you're in the mix. And that's sad if they think that. And also, he kisses his baby girl. I just learned that Brian McKnight named his newborn Brian McKnight. He has an adult son named Brian McKnight Jr. This man is diabolical. I do not support this bum agenda. You can't lay up in my house smoking weed all day. I totally get why Brian McKnight gave up on his first set of kids. Second time's a charm. What? That's weird. How you know they was laid up on the house smoking weed and stuff? How you know? I couldn't date or marry a man that doesn't acknowledge or take care of his first kids. Brian McKnight can go to hell. I feel the same way. It's like, why these people, even though it don't have nothing to do with them, but the fact that you choose to marry this man who has other kids, and the fact that this man is not acknowledging his kids, and I'm not saying that I know for a fact what's going on. If he told you what happened and you just choose to listen to your husband and take it for face value, but you have to have some type of mental or some type of heart in you that says, like, it's just weird that y'all have not communicated or you don't even acknowledge them. And the fact that you only acknowledging my children is and you have 4 others, that's weird. And I feel like, okay, if you don't acknowledge those kids, what's to say you're not gonna acknowledge my kids down the line? Because there was once upon a time that you did acknowledge those kids, and then all of a sudden you don't acknowledge them. So I could be placed in that same predicament. And I feel like some women need to think about that too. If he could do it to them, what makes you exempt from his wrath or his disownment of your kids? Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's really talk about it. So these are the his messages from his biological kids posted in 2009, and I'm going to read it to y'all. I'm going to read it to y'all verbatim, okay? So Brianna wrote, "Daddy's little girl was never really a thing for me. Nobody understands what I've been through except for my siblings. Believe it or not, I'm not always the person I seem to be. I'm not always happy In most of the time, I'm battling my own demons just like everyone else. I grew up thinking that the things that happened to me and my dad's relationship was my fault. I grew up thinking that he doesn't want to come to visit me because he doesn't love me. Constantly put behind other kids that he would call his own while I'm cast into a land far, far away in the back of his mind. It sucks knowing that everyone else who's not even blood related to you comes before you in every single way. It sucks knowing that my phone calls have to go through a stranger I barely know, that my text messages are read without a response, and that my stepmother tells me that they wish the best for me. It kills me to know that it's so hard for me and my siblings to get a word in. Not one word. At a very young age, I was always second place in my father's heart. Maybe even third, fourth, or fifth, depending on the situation. My father hasn't called to wish me a happy birthday in years, and yet I sit by the phone every single year hoping that one day his heart will change. I'm so I'm so unfortunate that I have two brothers who are father figures to me, who celebrate me and love me every single day, and that we make up the time that we lost. The anger and the sadness that I hold in my heart every day over this is sickening. It hurts knowing that my brothers went through this at my age and are still going through it, and that my little sister is going through this at her young age. I don't usually write things like this, but I feel like enough is enough, and like BJ, I want to share my side of the story. I hope that there's someone out there that has gone or is going through the same thing. Some teenage girl who deals with this shit constantly, who can relate to me, tell her side of the story and knows that she's not alone. Wow. And I'm gonna read Brian, the oldest boy, in his message. It reads, I can't imagine abandoning my children, man. It's hard not to imagine the psyche of a man who can truly just turn his back on his actual sons, in his actual blood and creation. It's mind boggling to me. I don't think there is any situation that merits the way my father has chosen to treat my brother and my sisters and his grandchildren, one of which being his firstborn son, who's also bears our name. It's insane to me who to have absolutely no empathy for the type of life be introduced us to, only to resent us for that life catching up with us. It breaks my heart, but not for myself, especially for my siblings and my children. They don't deserve this at all. Not one bit. He said not open a bit, not one bit. And I'm not letting shit slide, not for 1 second. I tried my best to take the high road and be the bigger man and all that positive shit, but there is a much bigger issue here when it comes to black fathers, especially in entertainment, that needs to be addressed. I believe there is a serious discussion that needs to be had, and a part of me truly feels like our story is the one to begin the conversation that will lead to healing a lot of young men and women with abandonment issue. It's time to tell our story. It's time to tell our side of the story. Son of a legend. Hashtag son of a legend. So, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about all that? Hey, Angela. I guess when Brian McKnight divorced a woman, he divorced the kids too. Dang, 50 Cent didn't even go this far. I understand that's a troll account, Angela. Hey, speaking of K, hey, boo. I agree with that one. I couldn't date a man that doesn't take good care of his own kids. I agree. Agree. That best daughter I could ever ask for even hurt my feelings. Yeah, it hurt my soul to have a parent say you are the best thing I could have ever asked for. That would hurt my fucking feelings when you already have a daughter. Like that messes with a child's psyche. Like, why you don't love me? Like, what makes you not love me? What did I ever do that bad to make my father not acknowledge the fact that he has, like, I was his first daughter. I'm his first daughter. The first daughter. For you to not even acknowledge me, and then it really hurt my heart that she always saw herself as playing second place, third or fourth. Like, it hurt my soul, y'all, that these kids feel like that. And I want to know why. Like, I really know why. What happened? Like, what made you so cold to your own children? That bears your name, bears the resemblance towards you, the resemblance of you. These are kids who look just like you. That is so weird. I will never understand that. They need Ayanla. They need somebody. They need to go. They need to seek therapy. They need to do something. But I feel like we need to be on Brian McKnight's ass, because I feel like there are literally kids out there who is going through this right now, and it's unfortunate. It's nasty. It's disgusting. Like, these children did not ask to be here. Those children did not ask to be here. For whatever reason, they do not deserve you not even acknowledging them. And the fact that that girl literally said she still sits by the phone wishing that you would call her on her birthday and tell her happy birthday. Like, how sad is that? So every time of her birthday, you are throwing or cooking for this girl that is not even your child. You are cooking bacon and eggs and waffles and shit, and making her oatmeal for her to go off to school, and making her lunch, and you have a daughter back where she's at, and you're not even calling her. You probably didn't show up for her. You probably didn't show up for her graduation, or no father and daughter dance. You're not even there. If she ever gets married, who's gonna walk her down the aisle? Her brothers? It's supposed to be her father to give her away. Tradition, you have, like, a father must give his daughter away to the next man, because now it's their responsibility to take care of their daughter, because it was the father's job to take care and provide and do everything for their daughter, give her the tools to go out there in the world and find her own prince to take care of and spend and give her love. That's so disheartening. That's so disheartening. And I really want to know what happened. What happened? What is the sole reason why you will not acknowledge these kids. But I also, if I could remember, I feel like I believe Brian McKnight even said that the reason for this separation is because I believe he said something that these kids think that everything should be handed to them. They don't have to work for nothing. So, and I feel like the reason for this, I feel like I remember now it's coming back to me. I feel like allegedly he said this in an interview or some post that they felt entitlement. They was very entitled because their father is like a legend in the game. Like he's a big R&B singer. He has like Brian McKnight is like has multiple hits, right, y'all? He still has his voice. He still can sing. He's a chart topping hit. We all know Back at One or Anytime or what either one of those songs. There was a song with him and Mariah Carey singing together, like which was fire. Maybe because they thought that whatever my father get, I should get it too, or like I shouldn't have to work because my father is Brian McKnight. I don't know, but I feel like that is the reason the separation has to be, because they feel entitled. They don't want to work. They think that everything should be handed to. But that's still no reason to not that's still not a reason to not acknowledge your other kids. So basically, you just said that your black children are dead to you for this moment on, because they feel entitled or they want to get some money and not work for it. I don't know. I just feel like it's weird. Hopefully you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully y'all all like, comment, and subscribe. All right. That's how I feel, y'all. That's how I feel. It's weird. It's a weird situation. Hopefully this family comes together and finds some type of resolution. I want these children to tell their story and what happened, why this black man, this black successful man at that, who was once loved and beloved, once loved or beloved, has such issue with acknowledging you, or like just knowing that you're still his kids. That's just weird to me. But anyway, y'all, that's all I have for hot topics. Whenever some new topics come, I'm definitely gonna gather together and do another live. I feel like this Friday, I think I'm gonna do another smoke and sip. Smoke and sip this Friday. I'm gonna do another live, which is a smoke and sip. I'm gonna make it my mission to come home and do a smoke and sip, because I feel like we're due for it. So smoke and sip this Friday. It's Friday night. So y'all can be on the lookout for that. And yeah. Anything else I need to get through? Also, y'all, Harveyana is going live at 10:30. So I will be over there chopping up with her and talking about Boss Babes and everything. So after I get off of here, we're definitely heading over to Harvana's live, so we can kiki and do all that stuff with her and shoot the shit. So thank y'all for coming through. Thank you for everybody who came through. Yeah, love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all follow all of my social medias in the description below. And on your way out, please subscribe to Aaron Wilds Out TV. Click that notification bell to be notified whenever I go live or have another video come out. And I will see y'all in the next video coming Friday. Smoke and sip, y'all. Later. Bye, y'all.